All right, we can move to next recipe.
Okay, it's one of my favorites called Deluxe Cornbread. And for that, you'll need 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup unbleached white flour, 2 tablespoons wheat germ, 1/4 cup turbinado sugar, 1 tablespoon Energy G baking powder, 1 teaspoon sea salt, 1 tablespoon soy flour or tapioca flour, 1/3 cup canola oil, and 1 cup soy milk.
You know our dear friend Greg Morricone, he's the
Yes.
call center manager. He loves cornbread. So
Amen.
Greg, this is for you.
Yes.
And for you. Okay.
And for me.
This cornbread, I'm going to show you how to make without any milk and an egg. You probably want to know, are they going to combine together? Yes, they're very wholesome. And this one is cornmeal. I need 1 cup cornmeal. And I'm using an unbleached white flour. But if you are allergic to gluten, you can use a brown rice flour, and it will works really good.
Just as good?
Yeah, and plus it will be gluten-free.
Gluten-free.
And I am adding wheat germ because some people say, why not using a whole wheat flour? And they say wheat germ is very expensive. And I even got one email from one lady saying, Kyong, why don't you use the whole wheat flour instead of unbleached white flour? But when people are used to eating regular cornbread, then when you use the whole wheat flour for that recipe, it's going to be very heavy. So our goal in our ministry is that people are so used to eating the worldly food, then easily they can just coming over to the vegan recipe, not missing it. That's why I'm adding some wheat germ for that.
Amen.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good. No argument.
Sounds good, but it also tastes good. So.
Yeah.
Won't
Okay.
be no argument for me.
I'm going to add turbinado sugar.
Okay.
And turbinado sugar is more like a raw sugar, and it contains some calcium, potassium, iron, and magnesium. And so it's better for you.
Yes.
But we don't use it a whole lot, but when you have to use it, I would like to use over refined white sugar.
White sugar, yes.
And then next one, I'll use energy baking powder. The reason I'm using energy baking powder, most of the baking powder, baking soda, contains aluminum salt, which is very irritable to your stomach, your nerve, and your blood. And this one has no baking soda whatsoever, no aluminum salt.
If you cannot get this energy baking powder,
You can get it from most of the health food store.
but if you're in a place where you can't get it, can they substitute something else for that?
I don't know, honey.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe they can go on without it.
Okay.
Maybe it will be a little heavier, but still will work.
Okay, because some places you just can't get some of these
Yeah, I
ingredients.
know. I know.
So you got to think about those people.
Yes, this one is sea salt, and I'm using a soy flour.
Okay.
This one works like a binding
Like a
without the egg.
Egg substitute?
Egg substitute for the
Okay.
binding.
Yeah.
So if any recipe require egg for binding, then 1 tablespoon for the 1 egg.
Oh,
Good news,
yeah,
isn't
it's
it?
good news.
Yeah. Then what I will do, I will mix this one.
Okay.
Dry ingredients really good first. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and add wet ingredients.
Okay. Use
All right. Then I will put some
oil.
canola oil. And a lot of country-style cornbread, they use butter.
Okay.
So butter is very high in partially hydrated oil, which is it will work like a cholesterol in your body, so it will clog your artery. So stay away from butter. Okay. And what is good about canola oil is very high in omega-3.
Right.
So actually,
Fights
it
depression.
will help you lower your cholesterol, and it help you fight for your depressions.
Yeah, prevents heart disease sometimes.
Yes, yes.
It could.
Yeah. And also, I should use spoon.
Yes.
I did it again this time. And also, when people had memory problems because they are lack of the omega-3, so using omega-3 food like a flaxseed, walnut, and then soy oil, and canola oil, and the waters, olive oil. They're all high in omega-3.
Okay.
And then I want to go and mix thoroughly. Okay? And then please turn your oven to 400 degrees. And then this one we're going to bake for 25 to 30 minutes. So what I will do, I will go and spray. I like to bake on 9-inch pie dishes because this looks good.
Yeah, it looks like a
And
pie.
can you hold this one for
Sure.
me?
You're gonna,
And I will go and just take it all out from
Okay.
here. Okay, thank
Right.
you. Go and
Tilt it over?
Yeah, tilt it over, and then I'm gonna just scrape it all out. Okay, put it in the middle.
I can already taste this.
This is actually really good. But if you don't like any sugar added on, you don't have to put it on. But
Right.
I like to just spread out nicely, and then you can just bake it until nice and golden brown, and it's just delicious. What will be with the cornbread when you go to country home cooking?
Yes.
It's-
A lot of people eat this.
Yeah, we have a finished product we can show to you,
Yes.
honey. Okay.
Looks good.
Yeah.
Ready to eat it.
You know, when I found this bamboo plate, I said, oh, that is perfect for the cornbread.
Right.
So it's really nice. Thank you, Sri Evian.
Looks good.
Yeah, okay.
What is our next one?
Before